Hey everyone, welcome to the first week of February 2025 Railfan updates and announcements. We start off with some urgent news as the Catskill Mountain Railroad in upstate New York needs your support as trail committees and organizations are trying to get rid of the railroad and convert it into trails. This tourist railroad has been running since 1982 and has attracted so many visitors to Ulster County. This railroad not only provides a relaxing experience to passengers, but is also an economic driver for the county. In fact, the Catskill Mountain Railroad had a record ridership of over 60,000 riders in 2024, about a 17% increase from 2023. The railroad needs you to write emails to the clerk of the Ulster County Legislature and the Ulster County Executive Jen Metzger and tell them that you support keeping the Catskill Mountain Railroad and preserve our transportation history for generations to come. This railroad is about a 2-hour drive from New York City and about an hour drive from Albany, New York. Also in upstate New York, there will be a Livonia, Avon, and Lakeville Railroad 60th anniversary night photo shoot at the Rochester and Genesee Valley Railroad Museum on Friday, April 11th at 7 p.m. Tickets have yet to go on sale, so check back on this Facebook event for updates. Fundraising continues on transporting and restoring former Conrail caboose 21292 and operated on the Middletown-Hummelstown Railroad as at least $2,500 has been raised. The Railroad Museum of Long Island has made some updates to their website, which makes it easier to donate to the Long Island Railroad 39 restoration to operating condition. As of a few days ago, $289,011 has been raised for the locomotive. The ultimate goal is to raise a little over $1 million in 2 years. However, according to this press release that the Railroad Museum of Long Island and the Strasburg Railroad made, if the restoration of the locomotive does not commence within 15 years, this agreement may be renegotiated by the Railroad Museum of Long Island and the Strasburg Railroad for a period of time to be determined. It is still possible that we can raise over $1 million within 2 years for the Long Island 39 if we all work together by donating and spreading the word on all of your social media pages. The more people know, the better chances of a lot more people donating to this project. The Northeast Narrow Gauge Railroad Society acquired 2 pieces of rail equipment, including an operational 1954 Plymouth 3.5T diesel locomotive and a flat car. Plans called to operate this equipment at the Loyes and Woodland Creek Railway, a private 2-foot narrow gauge line on a small farm in Rocky Ridge, Maryland. At the Everett Railroad, steam crews are continuing to restore steam locomotive number 38 to operation. The crews were specifically preparing the holes for flexible stable sleeves and welding the sleeves in place. We have another update on Western Maryland Scenic Railroad 1309. As of this past Monday, the final dimension turn of the rod and piston center was completed. 2 sets of piston rings have been ordered from a vendor in New York State. And as of now, the Western Maryland Scenic Railroad expects to have 1309 ready pulling the Frostburg Flyer excursions starting sometime in May of this year. Coming June 1st this year, the Washington, D.C. chapter of the NRHS will have a special trip on board the Dover Harbor Pullman car on a full-day round trip from Washington, D.C. to Roanoke, Virginia and back. Passengers can either board in D.C., Alexandria, or Manassas, Virginia. Meals will also be included on board the Pullman car, and there will be a 3-hour layover in Roanoke as scheduled. At the Cass Scenic Railroad in West Virginia, most of their steam locomotives have gone through maintenance and annual inspections, including their 3-truck Heisler No. 6, and this locomotive will soon return to service, mostly to be used to power excursion trains up to the mountain, but will visit Durban on occasion, according to the Cass Scenic Railroad. A couple of weekends ago, Kentucky Steam Volunteers are removing more stable cabs from 2716 for replacement. Again, this project moves at the pace of volunteer hours and donations. Pure Marquette 1225 superheater units were recently loaded and ready for shipment to a contractor for repair and pressure testing. At the Mid-Continent Railway Museum, fundraising recently began on transporting Chicago and Northwestern 1385 back home to the museum. As of their latest estimate, the museum needs about $80,000 to cover the costs of transporting the locomotive by truck and by flat car, crane lifts, and securing the locomotive. And the museum's goal is to have 1385 operational sometime next year, 2026. The Railroading Heritage of Midwest America in Silvis, Illinois, took the delivery of relay ties to support the rebuilding of tracks 22 and 23. Santa Fe Steam Locomotive number 3415 received more support as a $79,000 grant was made to the locomotive for reassembly, flue tube reinstallation, and more. Down in Texas, the Galveston Railroad Museum will have its Railfest event on the weekend of April 26th and the 27th, featuring live entertainment, exhibits, vendors, and with weather permitting, caboose rides. The link that I provided shares more details about this event. Further out west in Ogden, Utah, there will be the 35th Annual Hostlers Model Railroad Club Festival at the historic Ogden Union Station on the weekend of March 1st and the 2nd. This Model Railroad Festival will feature layouts of all scales, including Lego trains. The festival is even walking distance from the frontrunner's Ogden Station, but the commuter service does not run on Sundays, so plan accordingly. The Virginia and Truckee Tourist Railroad crews have been hard at work getting V&T number 30, former Santa Maria Valley 100, restored to operation. The driving wheels of the locomotive received new steel tires. After that, the crews began the reassembly of the side rods, and this locomotive is getting closer and closer to running again. The Oregon Coast Scenic Railroad's depot project is coming along nicely as the vents for the water tower have been installed. And last but not least, additional superheater elements were installed in Alaska Railroad 557's boiler, bringing it closer to being operational again. Thank you all so much for watching this video and sharing your continued support for this channel and for rail preservation. Don't forget to click on the links below in the description to learn more, buy your tickets, or donate. And a good way to stay up to date on what goes on in rail preservation, all you have to do is subscribe to the channel and click on the notification bell so you can be alerted whenever a new video is uploaded. I will leave a playlist of the Railfan updates and announcements videos on the left, as well as another video that YouTube will recommend for you on the right. And as always, likes and comment your support down below really helps this YouTube channel support more rail preservation projects. That's all for this week. This is Transcontinental Railfan, and I'll see you all next time.